What's going on, everybody? Bitcoin Chris checking in once again. Happy Tuesday. And just as I predicted yesterday, Bitcoin is pumping, especially with the bullish daily divergence that I showed in yesterday's video. Right now we're at 27.3. So let's go ahead and jump right into the Bitcoin price. All right, as you can see here, we're at current prices, $27,323 for one Bitcoin. And right now we are, as I made this flag yesterday, we popped out of the flag, came down a little bit here, 26.6, and then now we're back up to 27.3. So this is still in play. We're on the hourly chart right now. Let's see. Market cipher, we know momentum is pointing up. RSI, stochastic RSI pointing up. VWAP pointing up. Money flow heavily in the blue, aka green. Jump to the 4 hour. Headed up, headed up, headed up. As far as momentum, RSI, stochastic RSI. We also have money flow and VWAP headed up. Look at that. Perfectly playing out as I mentioned in yesterday's video. Look at that flag. That was perfect. This is why I like TA. As much as I don't like trading, we have to, be realistic and understand that there are market participants that trade this asset and that affect the prices going up and down. And these are the market patterns that they use to sell and buy. So I would be a fool not to understand that and not to, make sure that I take advantage of the price movements. So I did have these alerts set for me personally, and we hit both those alerts. The next alert is at, where I said I think we're gonna hit 27.7. So we'll see how that plays out. Let's jump to the daily chart. Daily chart. Popping out. Real strong day today, which is great. Nothing has really changed for the candles, but looking at market cipher, we did have that green dot, excuse me, as I mentioned, on Friday the 16th. And then from there, we've been coming up. As I mentioned in yesterday's video, VWAP was headed up. And then we also have momentum headed up, and then money flow headed up. We have RSI, stochastic RSI, also headed up. We have a long way to go for this to be oversold on the daily. So that's great news. Great news, great news. Let's jump to the weekly real quick. Falling. This is a falling wedge bullish pattern, as I mentioned previously. I think the level was actually 31,000. Then if we break that, we're going to continue to push and go forward. This will take a few weeks, I think, to play out. Let's look at market cipher. Market cipher pushing up on the weekly, money flow rounding up, headed up on the weekly, and then we have RSI, stochastic RSI, excuse me, momentum. Looks like it's starting to shift up, which is this here. RSI, stochastic RSI started to push up for the weekly, so this is good news, good news, good news. All right, so I had to jump on real quick, give you guys the quick Bitcoin price update. I'll do a 30-minute chart real quick, see what's going on there, short term. Excuse me. All right. We got a lot of sells in this area, so as soon as we break 27.4, excuse me, we should go right up to the next block, which is 27.7. May even touch 27.8 before retracing. So we'll see how that goes. But that played out perfectly, man. I drew this yesterday on the, I think, 4-hour chart, but that played out perfectly. So you got your 3 touches here. You got 1, 2, 3. So that's your W pattern out of that bullish flag, bull flag. And then now, like I also mentioned yesterday, come back down, retest, and then come up. Even though we didn't completely retest, we did retest a support. Technically, this would be a retest here. A retest would be a breakout, which would be down here, but we came up, came down. That would be, I think this would be your retest here. Came up, came down, and then came up again. Retest. And then off to the races. So 30-minute chart looking good. Let's look at market cipher. All right, money flow is heavily in the green, which is good. We got green dot here, which happened at 11:30 this morning. We got VWAP starting to head down a little bit, but money flow is extremely green, which is great, or blue in this situation. Then we also have bullish diverge here on the 30-minute. Played out perfect. And then momentum is just getting started. Looking like we're oversold a little bit on our side, stochastic R side, so we can come up a little bit more, and then we're probably going to head back down. But momentum looks like it's still, running. So we'll see how that plays out. And that's pretty much the Bitcoin price and price action and targets that I have. Short term, long term, 30,000. If we break that 30,000, then we go much higher, 35, 37, 40. And make sure you head over to Twitter. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at ChrisKnight407. Head over to swanbitcoin.com/Bitcoin Chris. Get your $10 free Bitcoin. Make sure you guys also check out and pre-order my new book, Bitcoin Dad, Fiat Dad. If you guys want to pay in Bitcoin, you can. So it would be there. And then also you can just pay with regular fiat. Book coming soon, so be on the lookout for that. Also bitcoinflags.shop if you want to represent your beliefs, right? Get your Bitcoin flags. And with that being said, just make sure you follow me. Share, subscribe. Share, subscribe if you haven't already. Appreciate that. If you can please make sure you smash up the likes. It would mean a lot. And ran a vote last night, a poll last night. And, I think Backstreet Boys is better. I think a lot of people agree as well. Backstreet Boys all day versus NSYNC. NSYNC only had a couple bangers. Backstreet Boys had banger after banger after banger after banger after banger. So, all right. With that being said, last thing is this. We'll check on this. Hey, Chris, you helped me with my personal credit before, and I'm wondering if you can help me with funding my LLC I just created about a month ago. Absolutely. You did. So, if you need help with funding, we can get you up to $100,000 per LLC based on your personal credit. If your personal credit is not okay, we can help you restore your personal credit, and that way you can get back on track. And then you can go for business funding. And with that money, you can use that money to buy assets and to invest and, make money. So you use the bank's money to make money. And with that being said, Bitcoin Chris is checking out. Love you guys. Peace.